everybody. Kate B from sunny Florida. Welcome to my live stream. I'm Kate. It's Friday night. Is it the last day of May? How are you celebrating the last day of May? Haha. I'm celebrating because I got report cards for my kids from school, and both of my kids are on President's Roll. They all got A and A plus for the second semester and for the year. So I'm very, very happy about that. I already put my foundation on, and because we go in on a date with my husband to celebrate, today I'm getting ready with you, and I have 15 minutes. That's a relaxed outfit. We're just going in town to eat, just to sit somewhere and eat. And this a complete look from Uniqlo. Who would have thought that I'm gonna dress at Uniqlo? But last year I had a friend who came from overseas, and she wanted me to go shop to Uniqlo, so I bought myself some clothes, and I like how it looks like. I don't even need to wear a bra because this little shirt has a built-in bra, so I'm excited about that. And this is just a mesh whatever top, and because it's very hot in Florida, but it's a lot of cooler, air in at the restaurant, I like to have a little, cover up, and I like to wear sleeves. But today I wanted to show you, I'm mastering my makeup. Do you remember we've been talking about makeup and how I'm mastering applying my eyeshadows? So today I have 15 minutes to show you how I apply the eyeshadows, and today I'm gonna pick these colors. And I already put foundation, so it's pretty easy step by step. For the around the eyes, you want to put concealer, and when you put concealer, make sure you put a little bit of setting powder around, because the setting powder, when you put it, the eyeshadow will get on your eye very nice and easy. It's gonna kind of like slide around, and you're gonna make like very soft strokes. Can you hear me? I have 2 viewers. Thank you for stopping by. I'm Kate B. We're getting ready on a date. My husband's gonna pick me up at 7, and it's all at 6:45. We're going to eat. I made some salad for dinner, and I had meat from yesterday. I had some fish for lunch, so I don't know. I'm not super hungry these days. I'm losing weight on medication, so I'm not super hungry, so I just want to go and hang out and catch up with my husband because it's been a busy week. But we're excited to celebrate our girls' school report. They both are on the President's Own Roll. So here, and for the base color, I'm gonna get this very light one. It's gonna be not the white one, the medium one, because for the transition color, it's called transition color, you're gonna get a fluffy. How can you hear me? I'm not wearing microphone, so I hope I'm not too quiet today. Okay, let me see. Trying to find my fluffy brush. So the key is the fluffy brush for the transition color, and for the transition color, pick the one that gonna look good, and you put it a little bit above your crease. And the most important, when you put eyeshadows, those are very affordable ones from Maybelline, from Target, and surprisingly last time I put them, they did a very good job. So you don't need to break a bank or your budget to buy some eyeshadows and practice. Oh, I like the process of applying eyeshadows. I'm mastering my skill. I feel like a pro, when they show all these videos and they tell you that the most important thing for the eyeshadow, you gotta blend it in. Go a little bit above your crease, but don't go on top of your eyebrow. Okay, hope I put enough. You can see much because it's very neutral color. Usually for transition eyeshadow, you pick the very, very neutral color, like something very neutral, something not the most light one, just in between the light and the dark one. And when you buy a palette, it's pretty intuitive. You know which one is medium color for your transition color. It's all about blending in your colors. If you want smoky eyes, you use gray shadows or like olive shadows, whatever fits you best. But I think with this outfit, it's pretty neutral, so this brown one should be good. Okay, I think that's enough. Okay, now I'm gonna use more precise brush. It's kind of like flat, but it's more precise because I'm gonna apply it in the outer corner, and I'm gonna use the dark brown one. And don't be afraid because it looks dark in the palette, but it's not that dark when you put it on. See, it doesn't have too much pigment, so it's a little bit dark, but not too much. Not too much. And again, it says that you don't want to be stiff with your brush. Your strokes have to be really, you know, light. So you let the eyeshadow to kind of blend in into your eyelid. And don't worry if it looks a little messy. I'm gonna blend it in more with the lighter color later. And if I made a mistake, don't worry, don't be afraid to make a mistake. And again, it's been about a month since I started to practice eyeshadow formula. Like everything has steps and everything has logic to it. Even the makeup has logic to it. So I've been watching a lot of videos, a lot of I can't remember the names of all of these girls, but they all did the same thing. They used 3 different colors, and some of them suggested for aging skin like matte eyeshadows, so I'm not using the glossy or like the sparkly one. But if you like to look use the sparkly one, be my guest. Okay, so that's the dark color, and again we go back to this brush with the transition color and we make sure we blend it in very well. And my trick, that what I noticed, if I put too much, don't be afraid to put too much. If you put too much on the outer corner, just use a little bit of concealer and just lighten the spots up, going up like that. Like make like little arrows going up to fix an extra dark. Okay. Oh, I have 5 viewers. Thank you for getting ready with me. When I watch makeup, I find it very, very nice and relaxing. When I watch other people applying makeup, it's so relaxing. So thank you for stopping by on my live stream and watching me applying my makeup. Okay, and then with the darker one, you can always go and put a little bit, Mrs. Kate. Just pop in to say, hi, Mrs. Kate, you're beautiful and don't need any of that. Yes, I do. Thank you. Hello. Thank you, sweetheart. Have a good evening. You don't need it until you're 18, but no, you do. You girls do, because you like makeup these days, and that's okay. So I do a little bit of dark shade under the eye, but the trick is don't go all the way under. Just go to the middle of your pupil. Look. Go a little bit up here. Just a tiny bit. Thank you for stopping by, Ru. I love you. Okay. Okay. Just go to the middle of your pupil, and again, it just gives it a nice little shade. And some people like to use their eyeshadows as their eye pencil, so technically you can master the skill of making your eyeliner with the eyeshadow, but I don't do that in this case. Okay, so I have a little bit of dark brown. I have transition color, and now I'm going to put the very light color under my eyebrows, and this way, and in the corner of my eyes. So I use this white. Don't worry, it looks white here, but when I apply it to my foundation, it's not gonna look as white. So in the darker corner, you want a little bit of like lighter eyeshadow. So your corner's gonna, the corner's gonna get the light in. And again, don't be afraid to put some. I'm gonna blend it in later. And I like my trick to open my eyes a little more. I put the white under my eyebrow, and this way it's kind of like a eyelid lift with the white eyeshadow. Okay, and this is going to be a 15 minutes tutorial about applying eyeshadow. Simple, not fancy, not a party one, just going out for dinner or a little Friday date with your hubby or with your partner or the loved one or significant other, whoever you have. Okay. And again, I put not too much, but I'm going back to my fluffy brush and blend everything in. See, so it's like, it's very subtle. You think if you put sparkly eyeshadows, they're gonna pop up, and the darker corner one you put, the more you get the smoky effect. But this eyeshadows I picked are very subtle. You know, they're not too much, I think. And I think this brown, like depending on what eyeshadow you put, it, you know, your eye pupils, they look differently. Whatever you put, I notice if you put, I put cold rose, my eyes become more green. If I put a brown one, my eyes become more hazel. So I think with all these colors and shades and like how the lighting drops on your eyelids and your eyes, your eyes look different, like your pupils look a little different. Okay, and now I'm gonna show you how I do eyebrows and maybe my blush and my eyelashes, and we'll be done. Today I don't even put any of the contouring, and I don't put any of the highlighter because I want it to be simple, more natural, not like I tried hard to put the makeup. When I go to bigger parties, of course I put my contouring, I put my lots of what you call it, shimmer, how you call it, the highlighter, but not today. And I'm using maybe a little bit, just a tiny little bit of the eyebrow pencil, not to make too dark of my, but just give them a little more straight shape. And again, if you want to make your eyebrows a little thicker, I don't want to make them a little thicker, you can put the lines up and above the brow and under the brow, but in this case I'm just filling in the gaps and don't want them to be too dark, so that's why I don't put the contour around the brow. And this is the gel I bought. This is a really cool gel. I really like how it feels. It's not too much, but it kind of keeps them nice and clean and in straight shape. Oh my gosh, and it brushes them so uniformly. Oh, I like this gel. Well, can you imagine? Now they have product for every little thing just to get you money. I'm into makeup after 40. Yeah, I first time I went to Sephora, I probably was around 43, and I was freaking out because everything was so expensive. So I'm running out of my mascara, but I'm gonna try my best. Hi Ola, I wish I could have your skills. Hi Kate, hi Ola. You should try, it's really easy. Everything has a formula, everything has step by step. It's so easy. If you know the steps, you can just try, and I promise when you try it 5 times, you're gonna become a pro, because until you start doing it, you will have no clue how it feels on your eyes. And I wasn't very good in drawing back in the day. So this one is telescopic mascara, very nice and affordable. And again, I'm not trying too hard, because just simple day to go eat out with my hubby to catch up and celebrate girls' good school report. Both of my girls got on the honor roll, president's honor roll, all A's, A's plus, and A's, and Stella got a little A minus on something, but that still counts as A. And we're going to just catch up and celebrate, because we had a really busy week and we couldn't catch a breath during the evenings to sit down and to talk and catch up with my husband. So it's nice just to get out, sit in the cafe, eat, so I don't have to cook and clean after everybody. It's just nice for me just to sit down too and like catch up with my hobby. And I suggest you guys do that too, because it's important to catch up with your partner without being at home around your kids, just to sit down and have a change of scenery and just catch up. It's nice to keep the romance going. You know what I'm talking about. So because I'm running out of my mascara, and this mascara is getting dry in the tube, I have to do a little extra work separating my eyelashes, because they got stuck together in there. I don't like bunches of eyelashes. I like them separately. Okay, so what do you think? Easy? Not too much? Just enough? And I think in the camera with the lighting, I see it a little more because I have a special light for the live stream. But if we are not gonna have this perfect lighting, the makeup is not gonna look as bright. So don't worry about putting this darker eyeshadow, and if you think you put too much, don't worry about it. It's all about blending it in. If you think you put it a little too much, just use an extra transition shade, like the medium one, to blend everything in. And today, let's see what we're gonna use as a blush. How about this little cooler? Maybe, how do you think now? Maybe this one. I'm trying to see which one is going to match my shirt. Maybe this one. Yes. And it's another trick. When you hold your brush a little loose at the end, don't be afraid to put too much, because it's gonna go, and you do lighter strokes. You don't press as hard, and everything that's on your brush is gonna go in the correct place. Just use the light strokes. And for Asian skin, you want to go from the bottom up and do your blush, not here for the young girls like they like to do it now. For the older ladies, you want an effect of lifting up your face a little bit. So you go on your cheekbone, you go in lifting your cheekbones a little up. So with the blush, I know everything falls down where it's supposed to be. I love blush effect. It's like, it's not too much. It's not like Marfusha, but it still gives you a little, you know, if I wouldn't wear makeup, I will be totally invisible. I will be just white as a wall. So I need to make my face features stand out a little bit when I go out. Thank you so much for stopping by. I have 5 viewers. We're almost 20 minutes. I said I'm gonna be here 15 minutes and my husband has to be here at 7, but he's never on time, so I knew that it will take him 5 or 10 minutes longer. And we'll be able to do my favorite part. My favorite part of the makeup at the end is applying the setting powder and applying setting powder and applying the rouge. What is the rouge? Rouge is lipstick. Rouge. Oh, see how pretty? And if you feel it stands out a little more, just use this and just make the border lines a little more smoother. But I think it's okay. It's enough. Blend everything in. Ta-da! Voila! See what makeup does with the woman's face who worked hard all week and wants to go catch up nice dinner. And let's see what we can use for the rouge today. How about this one? This is like very moisturizing, but it has a little darker pink shade. Pink and plum. I like it. I have one lighter color like that, but this is a darker one. So okay. And again, don't let me forget my favorite step, setting powder. Da 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 da. Da, 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 da. When I watch vloggers who do makeup, I find it very, very relaxing. You just sit down, you watch them. Hello, what is the plan for tonight? Haha, wild woman going to the club. No, just kidding. We're just catching up with my husband. We're old people. We just go for dinner, eat, have a glass of wine, talk about our kids and their good report card from school, and be proud of ourselves, and we'll probably come back home at 10 and crash and watch a movie. Yeah. No clubs anymore. At 48, that's it. You have arthritis at 48. No, not me, but some people do. Again, I wanted to do a live stream maybe tomorrow, and I'm gonna tell you about my blood work, because yeah, we're old people, we can share. Sounds nice, thank you. It's very, very, very easy, very easy, very boring, you know, Sasha. But it's nice because we get to sit down and I don't need to cook and move around and clean after everybody. My daughter went for a weekend with her friend and they are staying on Cocoa Beach. It's a sweet 16 for one of her friends, and her parents, they rented two like apartments or Airbnbs right on the beach, and the girls were so excited, so she went for 3 nights. And she's very excited because they're all into tanning now, and you know, these girls, this like 16 years old, they're trying to get those tan lines visible, and they're trying to get like really tan because it's trendy now. So before we go on vacation at the end of June, she says she wants to be really tanned. And I'm opposite. I'm afraid of the sun, so you're not gonna see me super tanned. I'm gonna put like tons of sunscreen not to be as tanned as she is, but she's young and you should see her now. Her skin looks like almost dark olive or something. Thank you for stopping by. So this is my favorite part. And again, at that point I forgot. So I wanted to do a live stream, but maybe tomorrow. And again, we're gonna talk about if you believe in weight loss medication. And again, this is like a hot topic these days, and I'm not promoting anything. I'm not on the side of Big Pharma. At first I was, but now I'm kind of like chill. They don't pay me to promote anything. I'm just speaking from my heart, sharing my experiences. So stay tuned. Tomorrow we're gonna talk about how I lost 20 pounds and how I gained some pounds back, and how is my blood work after this weight loss. and you're gonna be very surprised because I'm gonna share like the very objective results of my blood work. And I'm not trying to convince anybody, I'm just again sharing my own experience, but you gonna be amazed what this 20 pounds of weight loss did to my body and my blood work. So stay tuned. Thank you for stopping by. Here is my outfit from Uniqlo. I know I look like a homeless person. I would never go like that anywhere, but today I felt so relaxed. I felt like I need a break from like all these fancy dresses and stuff because we've done it 2 weeks ago. Something fell. So I felt like a bum, you know. So I'm like American. It's Uniqlo. It's nice little, you know, top. Not even wearing a bra, yeah, because it has a build-up bra. And I have these pants. I bought them when I started to lose weight, and finally I can tell like they fit perfectly. They fit like they were, you know, they were made for me. So I'm very happy to go and have a good relaxing time. Thank you so much. Stay tuned. It was a very short stream, but I hope you like how I applied my eyeshadow. And if you have any questions, please don't be shy. I love you all. Have a wonderful weekend. I see you. Have a good night. You too. I see you again sometime soon this weekend. Love you all. Thank you for stopping by. Love you all and appreciate every one of you for stopping by. Have a good date night. Thank you. Thank you. Bye. Thank you, Ola. Thank you, Sasha. Thank you so much.